Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to day 17 of Journal in January and page 15 in our journal. So today we're going to be creating two gorgeous pages for class preparation, and the photos that we're going to use are two, for me, quite exciting photos. Now today, tomorrow and the day after we're looking at all things in the class. So it's class preparation today, class setup tomorrow, and then class in action the day after. So we've got 3 days, and now these I think is what my journal is all based around, because that's what I went to create to do. I went to teach and some amazing people and meet amazing people and have a great time. So this was the main focus of me going, shall we say. So it's the main focus of my journal. That's what I'm trying to say. So the two photos are an empty classroom and empty tables and lots of cardboard boxes. How exciting are those photos, I hear you say. But the boxes have got my name on, and that's kind of like quite exciting to me. So those are our photos, and I've matted and laid them onto pink cardstock, and that's from the Anna Griffin Perfect Palette cardstock range. And it's just all round great cardstock. Now these pages are going to be quite decorative, and we're going to build the base of our page first, because we've got more details going into the base of this page than we have anything else, because the embellishments that we've got will speak for themselves, as you'll see as we go along. Everything I do use, I keep forgetting to say this, everything I do use I shall put, if I can, on my blog. Even if there isn't a link, I will try and tell you what it is and find the title of the things. Most of the items that I use are Anna Griffin. Obviously I can give you the titles for those. This is from the Lila scrapbook designer collection, and there are things that I've used that are quite old. It's like the Sizex ATC die that I use. I don't know if you can still get that. You might be able to find it on that big auction site. I've no idea. But I will do my best for sharing, the information. So for the base of the two pages, I've just added the flat cardstock sheet. So there was double-sided tape on the back of them. Now, I've cut out some pieces of double-sided border from Anna. This was quite a large set of borders. Now, I don't know if it's still available. I don't think it is. The borders were 12 inches in size, and you could build the borders up. I like using them flat, but you could use them as 3D borders and build them up. Now what I've done is I've cut the border, as you see as I'm sticking it onto the page. I've cut the 12-inch strip to fit around this page. Now I'm going to give you the measurements when we get to the second one, but I'm just showing you what I'm doing with it. And I know you're thinking, oh, they don't meet in the corner, it doesn't look neat, it's not all perfect. Don't panic, because it will all become apparent. Now the measurement, if I can find my ruler, is, just bear with me, so I trimmed it down to 2 at 7 inches and 2 at 4 3/4, and they don't meet in the corner. However, we're not gonna panic about that at the moment. Now I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side, and you can see how these are just stickers and the background peels away. If you don't have the long border stickers from Anna Griffin, should I keep forgetting to add a surname. Quite naughty of me for new viewers. If you don't have the border strips, you would be able to use, there was some border dies last year, and they would be great for doing this. You could use those, and when I say there was some border from Anna Griffin, there were the lace edge dies and also the border edge dies. They have some great ones that would make a good frame border. But I thought it would be nice to show you just how easy it is to do this and how quick that adds just a little bit of extra onto your page without a lot of effort. So I'm just peeling the back of the last one away, and I can add that to my page. Now in the corners where we've got this odd, this odd corner, I've taken some flowers from the Painted Garden collection, and I'm simply going to add them. It's not from the Painted Garden at all, it's from the Botanical Die Cut collection. I'm probably still wrong with that. I've taken them through the Xyron machine to get the adhesive on the back of them, and I'm simply adding them in all of the corners. I've got some extra leaves there as well to add, and that covers that corner that just looks a little bit odd on the page, and it just livens the page up straight away. I love this idea, and I think we should do it with cards as well. I think I should do a project with a card doing this idea. So we're just building up each of those corners, because for these pages all the hard work and the embellishments are really at the base of the page, because this is what's going to make it stand out. So Xyron is so great for things like this. Makes it so easy and quick. There we go, and that's the last leaf. Just add that to that flower. So our background now is just looking spot on. So we've got our two photographs that are going to look great on that background anyway. So what I'm thinking is we can add the first one, and if we add it kind of towards the bottom of the page like that, and we can add our second photo on the opposite page towards the top like that. There we go. Now just remember, these are your pages and you can do what you like with them. You can add as much detail or as little detail. Now one thing that I got from the warehouse sale at Create Vaux in Atlanta was the tassel dies. I love these dies, and they've not been available in the UK, and I always normally have to use things that has been available in the UK. But I purchased these myself with your US dollars, because I just love them. As soon as I saw them on an Anna Griffin preview, I knew I had to have those. And I was just so lucky to be able to get them at the warehouse. Because I don't have everything, you know. A lot of people think I do have everything, but I'm not that lucky. Now I've embossed these. I've cut out the shadow die in a paler pink cardstock, and I've cut out the actual detailed die in a darker pink. I've used my tonic Nouveau drops just to add a little accent on top of the die. I've got double-sided tape on the back of it, and I think this is what's going to do the hard work for us on the page, as together with the background, because, you know, the photos, they're great photos. However, you know, they're not action photos, are they? So we're going to add the top of the tassel to the top of the photo, and that kind of frames it. I think that's, you know, gonna make it look spot on there. And then for the other side, I've taken another of the tassel dies. I've die cut it the opposite way around, so we've gone with the paler pink for the detailed die and the darker pink for the shadow die. Again, I've used the Tonic Nouveau to add detail just above the tassels, and I can add this to the opposite page. I've got double-sided tape on the back. Again, I'm still using the Perfect Palettes cardstock from Anna Griffin, and I'm going to add that just to the bottom of our photo now, like that. And then I've got two journaling squares. I've handwritten these. One says empty class and the other says preparation for the class. So you don't always have to add lots and lots of writing, and it can be just anything that you want to say. I'll remember this anyway, but it just kind of gives the page a title, and it just shows, you know, what it was for. Empty class and preparation for the class. And that's our page complete. Very simple, but ends up very ornate. And it quite clearly tells a story, empty class, and that's before everybody is there and before we set everything out. And that's everything in the boxes waiting for us to set it out. And by golly, it was a good day. It really, well, it was a good week. It was the best week. And I so enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and it's given you, you know, food for thought and a few ideas just of how to use, well, things that you might already have in the stash. The border strips from Anna Griffin, or you could adapt them to use the dies. It's just a great feature to bring out the back of whatever you're creating, to make that part of everything. So it just works. It all just works together. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching. Please join me tomorrow for class setup, where we delve a little bit further into the class that we had. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you tomorrow.